The next question is from Siolise Mvula. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but it should be fine. So Siolise says to us, Mr. Rampedi is working as an intern at cover company in Durban. The company designs boxes and other containers for dairy products. He's required to work on a design for a juice carton as shown below. Let's look at this particular question and what we are being told. So this is the juice. It's the juice cover, okay, that they're talking about in terms of, and it's nice and it's in color. Thank you so much, Siolise, for that question. And then we are also told that the dimensions of this juice carton look like that. Dimensions are just the sides, so don't panic. The length is 9 centimeters, the breadth is 0.06 meters, and the height is 19 centimeters. Already we can see here, we're working with centimeters, meters, centimeters. That means that we need to convert one of them to look like the rest of them. So I'm going to convert 0.06 meters into centimeters already, guys, without even panicking or thinking too much about it. I know that between centimeters and meters, there is 100, okay? So it's going to be 0.06 times 100, which is going to give me 126 centimeters, and it makes sense according to the other things that have been given to us. So it says here, note that the dimensions of the base are the same as the dimensions of the top. So it means that this dimension here is equal to this dimension over here. So those are equal to each other. The lid is equal to the base. Determine how much cardboard. And look again, guys, we're given a formula. That's why I say to you guys, don't panic. Formulas are always there. Determine how much cardboard, the surface area, is needed to make one juice carton in centimeters square. So in terms of surface area is always that word. And here, we have not been given the formula for surface area. Ooh, okay, spicy. So what you need to do when you are given a box or a shape or whatever it is and you need to calculate surface area, just undo it, okay? In most cases, you will be given the formula, but in this case, it's not given. So let's look at how we would calculate something like this if we're not given. We take the box and we literally undo the box. And in this particular case, they haven't said anything about overlaps in the box. So this is what the box would look like. Let me show you. So it's a rectangular prism. So I'm going to just draw it. It's a rectangular prism. So this would be the front of the box. Yeah? This would be the top of the box, the bottom of the box. The sides of the box are not as big, so let me not make them too big. And then I have one side missing, which is the one that's opposite this one. So I would automatically put it here. It doesn't matter where you put it, okay? And then what I want you to notice about this box, I've undone my box, okay? This is equal to this. They're equal to each other. This is equal to this. That's why I'm going to call them 1, 1, 2, 2. And this side is equal to this side. So you've got three identical sides that you are working with. So the first thing you need to do is find the area of each face. Okay, you've got 3 faces. I'm using the wrong term. You need to find the area of each face, multiply that by 2, and it give you the total surface area. So let's find the total area for face 1, okay? So I'm going to call that 1, because you and I know what we're talking about. 1 would be length times breadth. That's area, right, that we're talking about. Let's go see the dimensions that we are given for that. That would be, it would be it's not the height, so it would automatically be the length and then the breadth. So it would be 9 times 6. And then whatever answer I get here, I'm going to multiply by 2 because it's 2 identical faces. 9 times 6 times 2. 108. That's the first area that I'm working with. The second face is going to be length times breadth again. Let's go see what it looks like. But in this case, it has to be the height, okay? Because this is the height of the box. If you take the box and you make it stand properly, that would be the height of the box. So it would be the height of the box and the breadth. Automatically, I know I'm going to be using 6 again. And the height is 19. So that's going to be 19 times 6 times 2, because it's 2 identical faces. 19 times 6 times 2, 228 centimeters square. Okay? And then let's go now and calculate the third face. I'm going to do them under each other because now we don't want to look too messy. The third face is going to be the length and the height. The length of the box is 9 and the height is 19. Okay. 9 times 19. 171 times 2, because there's 2 identical faces, is 342 centimeters square. Now that I've found the area of all the faces, what I want to do now is go and add them together because I want the surface area. Surface area is just the total area of all the faces, okay? Now I've found for all the areas, now I need to go and add them together, and that'll give me my surface area. Guys, that's all the surface area is actually. It's you taking a shape, tearing it apart, finding the separate areas, and adding them together. Okay, let's add them together. Therefore, surface area is equals to, I'm going to say 1 plus 2 plus 3. And the answers that we got there, I'll start at the bottom, 342 plus 228 plus 108. Always use your calculator, guys, so that you are sure about what you're doing. Ne? 342 plus 228 plus 108. 678 centimeter square. Nice one. Thank you so much, Siyolise Mvula, for that question. I love that question. We've now found the surface area that we are talking about. The next question says to us, Jabundo requires a cylindrical water tank to collect rainwater. A cylinder is a circle that has volume, okay? Rectangular prism is a rectangle with volume. That's all that it is. All of these shapes that have volume in them become prisms. So it says here to us, this water will be used for irrigating his garden. So it's going to be used to water his garden. Sometimes, guys, if there's a meaning that you don't understand, if there's a word that you don't understand, don't panic. Try to read it over and over again, especially as a second language speaker. The outside walls and roof of the rainwater tank need to be painted. So now already we can tell that we need to go and paint the cylinder that they're talking about that needs to water the garden. The diameter of the tank is 1.8. You need to know what the diameter is, guys. Diameter on a circle is from one point of the circle to the other point of the circle, and it cuts the circle in half. So those are the things that you need to know. And it says the outer height of the tank is 2.34 meters. We've got that. So now I want to show you guys what we are working with so you can put it in context. This is the tank that we are talking about. Okay, so this tank right over here has a diameter. Diameter is from here to here. It has a diameter of 1,8 meters. And then the height is here, and the height is 2,34 meters. Okay, that's the information that we have. A says to us, calculate the surface area of the cylindrical tank that will be painted using the following formula. Nice, we've got a nice formula that's been given to us, and we're going to use this formula as it is. But if we were not given the formula, I would take my cylinder. I want to show you something, guys. The cylinder would look like this. It would be a rectangle with two circles. And then this would be the height. And then this is the diameter. Okay, so we don't need to do that. So what are we going to do? I'm going to calculate it on this paper as it is. So what am I going to do? Use this formula. The formula says pi times radius times close bracket 2 times height plus radius close bracket, using pi and pi being 3,142. Always use the pi that you've been given. If you've been given 3,14, use 3,14. If you've been given 3,142, use 3,142. Don't use your own pi because it will give you a different answer. So now, surface area, let's see if I can fit this all in here, is equals to 3,142 times the radius. Radius is going to be half of my diameter. My diameter is 1.8, so I'm going to divide my diameter by 2. Sometimes the examiner wants to see that you've done that. So what will they do? They will want to see that you have done that. Let's go and 1.8 divided by 2 is going to be 0,9 times 0,9 times 2 times the height, 3,134, plus the radius being 0,9. Nice one. I fit that all in there. Let's go and put that in our calculator. It's 3,142 multiplied by 0,9 and then multiplied again 2 times the height being 2,34. So if sometimes you feel like it's going to be too much for you, solve what's in the bracket first, do your board mess, okay? And then plus the radius being 0,9. So the answer is 15,779. I'm going to round that off to 15,78. And the answer here is going to definitely be in meter square. Surface area is in square, okay?